Greetings, citizens of Weirton, West Virginia. We are anonymous. On February 17, 2011, an ambulance was sent to the residence of Amber Cohen and her boyfriend, Don Weekly II. Inside the home, paramedics found 3-year-old Khylii Keffer's limp, nearly lifeless body. She was unresponsive, and her skin was an alarming purple hue, indicating that she was receiving little oxygen. The on-scene paramedics report described her as flaccid, demonstrating no motor control. Her body was beginning to shut down, they said, and blood was rushing from her arms and legs in order to save her vital organs. The little girl was transported to Weirton Medical Center and was then life-flighted to UPMC Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She was taken to surgery and then placed on life support in the hospital's intensive care unit. The emergency procedure left the little girl's stomach exposed for nearly 8 days. Doctors believed Khylii sustained traumatic internal injuries around February 17th, which caused a large hole in her stomach. Infection from her untreated injuries caused the 3-year-old to go into septic shock, resulting in the purplish color paramedics described upon their arrival. They were able to establish this approximate timeline based on her stomach contents. On February 21st, Weirton police launched an investigation after medical reports suggested the girl's injuries were suspicious. A court order was filed on March 11th, which gave them temporary custody of all children living in the home. 2 days later, and 1 day after Khylii was discharged from the hospital, civil abuse and child neglect charges were filed against the girl's mother, Amber Cohen. On March 15th, the Hancock County grand jury charged Cohen's boyfriend, Don Weekly II, with child neglect causing bodily injury. Charges against Amber Cohen were dropped on July 28th due to lack of evidence, and she regained full custody of her children. In October, Don Weekly II and his attorney entered a plea bargain with 2-year probation. Weekly was later able to provide proof of his whereabouts during the time in question established by the child's doctors. Charges against him were dropped in December 2012. In January 2013, the grand jury indicted Kylii's father, Mike Keffer, on child neglect charges resulting in bodily injury for an incident involving his 6-year-old son, who was in his custody. Keffer lost custody of his children, and the courts awarded custody of the children to their mother, Amber Cohen. The grand jury's decision was one that angered many of Weirton's residents, including Amber Cohen's former boyfriend, Don Weekly II. Weekly was quoted saying, "I feel the charges are bogus, just as I felt the charges against me were bogus. I do feel that Mike is the better parent of these kids, and I hope to see him one day having full custody of his kids. I just feel that Mike needs to step up and tell everyone the truth, the fact that this was investigated and that all charges against me were dropped. My name no longer needs to be associated with this case, and I will continue to take all necessary actions to make sure the truth about me is out there. I hope Khylii lives a normal life and remains healthy." End quote. Megan, a friend of Mike Keffer, was the investigator from Child Protection Services who worked on Kylii's case. In a recent interview with Mobile Broadcast News, she stated that Kylii's was the worst case of physical abuse she had ever witnessed. Megan was also quoted in the anonymous Pastebin docs and stated the following: "I am a friend of Mike Keffer. I was the CPS investigator when Khylii was injured. I'll tell you anything you want to know. CPS dropped the ball, and when I questioned them about their decisions, they fired me. Khylii had 2 other major injuries that CPS swept under the rug. In all 3, Mom and Don were the common denominators. I know she had 2 previous horrible injuries that CPS never pinpointed who did it. One was a huge laceration to the head, blamed on hitting her head off a TV stand at a daycare/babysitter. Next one was what they call ear battle bruising. It's when someone cups their hands and bangs the ears. The eyes and face bruise. Blame that on daycare too. In fact, she was arrested but let go. Never did find out the truth. Her baby sister had a broken arm. Mom said she fell from a swing. Then a few months later, this horrible injury to her abdomen. End quote. Mike Keffer, who was president at the Operation Innocence rally held in Hancock County on March 2nd, spoke out on behalf of his daughter Khylii. He distributed flyers that detailed the dates of peaceful anonymous rallies to be held in Weirton, West Virginia, in support of his daughter and other victims of child abuse. Citizens hope to answer 3 questions. Who hurt Khylii? Why does Amber Cohen once again have custody of Khylii and her other 6 children? And can charges against Amber Cohen be refiled? The Justice for Khylii rally will take place on May 4th, 2013 at the Weirton, West Virginia City Building at 3:00 p.m. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.